Welcome back to our channel. So Bitcoin prices have doubled in the past year. So in this video, let's take a deeper dive into the fundamentals of this crypto and see if it's a good time to buy or sell. Before we get started, if you like our content, please support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. Alright, so the global market cap of cryptos is currently at $1.6 trillion US, up 78% in the past 12 months. Bitcoin alone accounts for over 50% of this market cap, and Bitcoin prices are up 160% in the last 12 months. Also, trading volumes are up 30% in the past 12 months, increasing robust investor demand. With that, let's take a quick look at the pros and cons of Bitcoin. Let's start with the pros. Fundamentally, Bitcoin has potential for faster execution of international transactions, bypass intermediary fees, and it can also be a good instrument for hedging inflation because of its capped supply. Now moving on to cons. Number one, Bitcoin mining is highly energy intensive. Number two, the sector is prone to ransomware, risk, and fraud. And the third and most crucial negative for cryptos is that we feel that private cryptos such as Bitcoin can be a potential threat for central banks, and we think central banks will take actions to restrict mass adoption of cryptos such as Bitcoin. And that's evident from the tighter restrictions and scrutiny on crypto companies we have been seeing in the past 6 months. With that, let's take a look at one of the models we use for forecasting Bitcoin prices. For this model, we studied Bitcoin prices and various other potential driving factors over various time periods ranging from 6 months to 1 year to 5 years. Although most of these models returned inconclusive results, we found something very interesting in one model. And in this model, we found a strong positive correlation between Bitcoin prices and the S&P 500, which is a proxy for equity markets. And we also found the negative correlation between Bitcoin prices and the US dollar. After that, we ran a 2-year regression model between Bitcoin prices, the S&P 500, and the US dollar, and we found that 72% of the daily changes in Bitcoin prices were explained by changes in the US dollar and the S&P 500. Using this relationship, our models returned a fair value of $34,000 for Bitcoin versus the current price of $44,000. Reflecting 21% downside potential from the current price. So those were our thoughts on Bitcoin. Although there are a lot of positives for Bitcoin on paper, we feel that central banks can be a threat to its mass adoption. The sector remains highly speculative, and I suggest caution among Bitcoin bulls out there. So that's what I have for you today. I'll be back with you next week with more ideas. Thanks for watching.